Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
We do continue to follow breaking news in the tragic deaths of a mother and her 2 young sons in Oakland County.
Tonight, an Oakland County deputy is under review for the handling of the case, and we are getting a clearer picture of what happened in the days leading up to their deaths.
Good evening. I'm Devin Skillion.
And I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill tonight. We got this information into the newsroom just late tonight, so we need to send it over right now to Grant.
Grant, take us through what we know.
Well, Devin, Karen, deputies made repeated attempts to help Monica Kennedy and her 3-year-old son Malik, her 9-year-old son Kyle, and her 10-year-old daughter before they died of hypothermia. Now, we'll get to why that deputy is under review in a moment, but first, a timeline here of what happened. It started on Friday afternoon when deputies were first notified of a mother and 3 children seeking help in downtown Pontiac. In the span of several hours, deputies made contact with Kennedy multiple times, each time she told them she was fine. That includes a meeting at McLaren Hospital and a deputy who followed her for 20 minutes trying to get her shelter. Deputies say she was wearing a coat. Her children, however, were wearing sweatshirts and wrapped in bed sheets. Now, that same day, different deputies met with her family who tried to have her committed to a mental health treatment facility. They told deputies Kennedy believed somebody was trying to kill her and that the police were involved. The children had also been told to run away if they saw officers. Now, while investigators were meeting with families, someone else reported seeing the Kennedy family wandering in Pontiac. The sheriff says a deputy responded to that call but did not completely search the area as he was expected. That deputy is now under investigation. There were 2 more searches on Friday evening, but that family was not found. It wasn't until Sunday that Kennedy's 10-year-old daughter knocked on a neighbor's door and said her mother and brothers were dead. We do have a crew on the way to Pontiac right now to try to speak with Sheriff Mike Bouchard. We're still digging into this, and we'll have a lot more streaming live at 10 o'clock on Local 4 Plus and back here at 11. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Grant.
This is Tim Pamplin along 696. An awful disaster is seen here along the freeway. This is why a massive power line has come down across 696 just west of I-75. As I zoom in up here, you'll see the power line that's come down. It connects to a high tension line on the right over there. Freeway completely closed down at Woodward Avenue. They can't get the vehicles that are currently on the freeway off the freeway because the power line is down there. Let's go to the Sky 4, the chopper, so you can see the extent of the backups here. Stretching for miles. If your cross-down commute takes you along 696 this evening, you might want to try an alternate 16-mile, 8-mile perhaps. So back down here on the ground, these poor folks are stuck. They can't go anywhere until this power line that now drapes across 696 is made safe. Back to you guys downtown.
Getting results one day after we exposed the fact that there are more than 1,000 broken fire hydrants in the city.
And we will double the capacity of workers that are working on fire hydrants, and I'm anticipating that we'll get 300 done a week.
Our investigative team is there at the Detroit City Water Board meeting as they greenlight millions of dollars to fix this fire hydrant problem.
In fact, just hours ago, a multi-million-dollar vote.
Yeah, talk about getting results. A decision made to fix the broken fire hydrant problem that we exposed here yesterday at 6 o'clock. So that decision comes after I confronted the head of Detroit's Water and Sewage Department, asking him why there are more than 1,000 broken fire hydrants in the city and what's going to be done to fix it so Detroiters, their homes and their businesses are safe. You're telling me in 30 days you're going to get over 1,000 fire hydrants fixed?
That's my goal.
That's Gary Brown, the head of Detroit's Water and Sewage Department. He was defending the fact there are more than 1,000 broken fire hydrants in the city, saying they're trying to fix the issue.
There are a lot of other issues going on in the water department, broken water main breaks, and a lot of work that's being done that's being prioritized. And so, again, we go through this every year.
What? They go through this every year? I bet Detroiters didn't know that. More than 1,000 broken hydrants?
Absolutely unacceptable. Okay, because this is not the first time that our fire hydrants have been in trouble and not working.
Deb Sumner lives in Southwest Detroit near a major trouble spot. Take a look. We obtained this map from a fire department insider showing there are 97 inoperable hydrants in this community alone. Sumner has seen firsthand what happens when hydrants don't work.
They're running up and down the block looking for working fire hydrant. One did not work, the nearest one. One down the block at that end of the block didn't work. They finally hit water up there.
And it's not just broken fire hydrants. My sources are telling me there is a low water pressure issue as well they're dealing with. Take a look at this. Just last night on Springwell Street, firefighters had to deal with a low water pressure situation in responding to a call. This morning, our team was out getting more video of broken fire hydrants. We were waiting to catch up with city crews who were supposed to make repairs. The city told us we could go along with them. But then, after my story aired last night exposing the issue, well, that invitation to follow repair crews was taken away. So we showed up this afternoon at the water board meeting.
And that's the goal, is to get contractor support in order to make this an emergency and get the hydrants working.
And because of what we exposed, the city approved more than $7 million in emergency funding to fix the broken hydrants. Work starts Monday. The contract approved today mobilizes crews to tackle the backlog, and you better believe we will be following up to make sure that that work is done for you. Gary Brown telling the meeting, just like he told me, that he plans to get all 1,200 repaired in the next 30 days. As for the reason so many hydrants are not working, they say this is the prime water main break season. They can't pull crews off of those repairs to tackle this backlog of broken hydrants. So this emergency money will help them tackle repairs on both water mains and hydrants. They're also taking a look at changing when they inspect hydrants to keep up with repairs so they don't end up with another backlog.
Can keep our mild weather, that might help the work get done as well. Yeah, we'll stay on it. A University of Michigan football staff member is still on leave tonight, and we are learning more about the reasons why. U of M's co-offensive coordinator Matt Weiss just finished his second season with the Wolverines. Police at the university say they are investigating computer access crimes at Schembechler Hall, which is pretty much the center of the football program. A U of M police log shows an employee reported someone accessing university email accounts without authorization. The Detroit News reports police recently searched Weiss's Ann Arbor home. University and athletic department are not commenting thus far.
Michigan's population loss has been costly. The state lost a congressional seat as part of the last census, and now there are new numbers tonight showing the state's birth rate is below its death rate for the second consecutive year. In 2021, Michigan saw 105,022 births and 117,756 deaths. This is likely to have significant economic impact going forward. Local 4's business editor Rod Maloney is live tonight with more on this story. Rod?
Yeah, good evening, Karen. You know, a healthy economy is a growing economy, but when you have a birth rate that is below the death rate, that means fewer people to work in the economy. And going forward, that's a major issue. Fewer little ones in hospital maternity wards started as a trend back in the 1980s across Michigan, but the disparity is most stark in the past couple of years. It's not surprising to Lou Glazer, president of Michigan Future, a nonprofit looking to help the state succeed in a knowledge-driven economy. He tells Local 4 this is very bad economic news.
It's the kind of report that should send alarm bells off on anybody who cares about the Michigan economy.
On its face, it means fewer potential employees that businesses need to grow, slowing activity. Made much worse by what Glazer calls Michigan's brain drain. College students graduating with 2- and 4-year degrees deciding the Wolverine state isn't for them and moving to states with more attractive cities. In a Washington Post data study, Glazer points to places like Colorado, Minnesota, and Illinois, all cold weather states, luring more outstate graduates than those graduating from their own universities. In that ratio, grads who leave versus those who stay, Michigan falls way behind, losing 14% more of its degreed students than it keeps.
You cannot have a growing economy if you have more people leaving the labor market than entering the labor market. And what these reports say is not only is it a today problem, it's going to be a problem for Michigan for the next couple of decades.
And he says on a practical level, what you have here is employers who want to say grow. They don't have the hands to do that here. And so what he says is it forces them to go and perhaps grow in other states or even pick up stakes and move to another state where, in fact, they have the hands to help them grow. Back to you.
The numbers are definitely worrying.
Fascinating findings there, yeah.
Thank you, Rod.
Well, we've got, as we continue, we've got, I was talking earlier about the milder weather that we have. It's still winter, but we haven't seen a whole lot of signs of it.
I know, and we talk about rain, and Kim was talking about a little bit of thunder in the forecast.
Yeah, thunderstorms in January, and the rain is getting close to us. It's not here yet. It's about 4 or 5 hours away. It will come up from the south, move to the northeast. Could start as a mix of rain, snow north of Detroit, especially up into the thumb. But the concern tomorrow will be some thunderstorms later on in the afternoon. 38 in the morning. We'll have rain in the morning, a break during the midday hour as a dry slot works its way in, and then it's back to more showers and a few embedded thunderstorms tomorrow evening. 48 will be our daytime high for tomorrow. Look how close we get to the severe risk. Yes, I said severe risk. The best chance is in parts of central Ohio, but we get pretty close here. In fact, the marginal risk goes just across the Ohio border. Now that's the lowest risk level, but wouldn't be surprised if we hear a couple rumbles of thunder tomorrow evening. If you want to keep up to date on when the rain will arrive in your neighborhood, the best way to do it is with our interactive radar that you can have in the palm of your hand if you just go to the App Store, type in WDIV, and download the 4Warn